The winter chill is here, but once the thaw happens, this is one of those games that's an opportunity, especially for Marquette against a top 10 Baylor team in this Big East Big 12 battle, which opens tonight here in the Upper Midwest. We thank you for joining us. Jason Benetti, Bill Raftery, who will use his own lines along with Mike using his lines tonight. Look, Baylor can score. We know that. A very efficient offense. Can Marquette keep up?
Are you saying this is a resume builder already?
Didn't feel it?
No question about it. The big thing I think for Marquette, and the guys alluded to, they've got to turn Baylor over and get some easy baskets. Oso Ighodaro, to me, is the key. He drags the big away. Terrific passer. Conversely, on the other side, I haven't seen a group of guards that can shoot it and make plays as well as these Baylor. They're going to be fun to watch.
2 years ago, they won a national title for Scott Drew. Our starting lineup, sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Two of the most clever passers in NCAA basketball, Adam Flagler and Tyler Kolig.
Kolig is fun. The guys talked about his ability to run the show, but now he's looking for his shot. Conversely, on the other side, I think there were more than one assist people on that club. Very unselfish Baylor team.
Baylor team 5-1. They'll play Gonzaga on Friday. This is the opener tonight of the Big East Big 12 battle, a series that started in 2019, and the Big East has the lead all time. Good crowd here, ready to roll. Marquette in their championship blue, Baylor in the green. We got a color rush going on, and the Baylor Bears have it first with the freshman Keontae George on the handoff to Flagler.
Jason Benetti, Marquette goes. A lot of ball movement, a lot of ball screens, showing big early. Ighodaro.
I thought Mike was going to give us the man-to-man before he tossed it to us.
He did everything else. I'm out of vocabulary. This kid
shot that won't go on a rebound for Prosper. He lost it on the way back down, and the tip in goes for Baylor and Jalen Bridges.
And you don't out-tough Prosper. Ooh, physical presence against them.
Just couldn't finish the rebound. Here is Marquette. 80 points a game. They have scored pretty well for the year. Off the shot fake, Cam Jones missed the jumper in the corner, and the rebound for Bridges.
Boy, that looked like the shoot-around. That's a play they worked on. Get him. Kick it opposite. Very good skip passing team. The dribble drive by Flagler and a dump.
That's a beautiful thread through and a foul against Marquette.
Oso inside there. They need him on the floor. No question about it.
Look, Scott Drew, a couple of years ago, wins that national title, but what he's done for a Baylor program that hadn't been to the NCAA tournament but once in the last couple decades before he got there.
Well, we were talking earlier, you were witness to it. Judd Heathcote, Jim Simpson, and myself were there in the first year when unbelievable job, obviously, that he did. Judd was astounded that he would have taken this job. How could you do this and punish yourself? Obviously, one of the all-time miracle jobs with this program.
Hard to believe he's been there 20 years, huh?
It's amazing. A lot of wins. And 400 number.
Just got that 400th a couple of games ago against Northern Colorado. Ighodaro on the kick, Kolig on the slice, and it's intercepted by George.
Boy, what a nice slide.
Keontae George, the stellar freshman, lost the ball. Stevie Mitchell's got it. Mitchell sizes up a three that fades on it.
I thought they had Prosper at the rim. The game has changed, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Now it's like, okay, we'll do it again.
Fill the lane. Are you kidding me, Coach?
Yeah, unless that's a person you know, fill up the lane.
This kid is really a good player. Dribbles both ways, gets to the rim. I love his passing ability as well.
George, you talking about?
Absolutely.
Freshman Keontae George out of the state of Texas by way of IMG Academy. Jones with the serve.
Mixing his game up. He's got to do that. Occasionally he settles. They've been working on shot selection with him.
Yeah, this is not a great three-point shooting team for Marquette, but when they're attacking, they're very good.
Right, well, actually, you step into those threes, it's pretty helpful. This kid's tough. Pryor, quick pull-up game, can make threes.
Missed it off one bounce, and here comes Mitchell, the sophomore from Reading, Pennsylvania, from Marquette. And we're going to get a foul called against Jalen Bridges of Baylor. Shaka Smart talked a lot in shoot-around today about defeating screens, getting through screens of Baylor offensively.
Well, that's why he's a great coach. I was trying to defeat the opponent, and I had a hard time doing that.
It's too big picture for him.
It is interesting, the little jargon he picked up from his NBA buddies.
He's talking about the Oklahoma City coach, Dagnall.
Yep.
Rebound for Loner.
Also got to the rim. Not a favorable delivery at the 10.
With Pryor, a little hesitation and drive, and that was pretty, huh?
Well, that's what they do. They mix their game up. Everybody thinks of them as three-point shooters, but dribble, drive, find.
He really turned the corner hard. Jones for Colin, catch and shoot, missed it for three.
I like that. He's starting to look for it. That could really help his find game.
You want more of that from him?
From him, yeah. Just don't even think about it.
Flagler didn't, and he missed it right. Rebound volleyballed off the window to Colin.
Kolek uses the whole floor with pass. See that? Gives it up early.
Yeah, his vision is tremendous. This three from the corner won't fall for Iguodaro. Marquette's open 1 for 6.
Not a bad looking shot in the far corner though by Jones. See if they jump that ball screen. What a mismatch this is.
On the step back, the three for Flagler.
Iguodaro
We're going to call it a 2.
Afraid of that dribble drive, foot on the line. Waller's a nice presence. Really always seems to be in the right spot. Bangs the glass a little bit. Can bite you with a three.
Transfer from BYU, Caleb Loner.
Good extra pass.
Yep.
Mitchell.
Mitchell, nice.
How about that? Slicing and dicing, huh?
Cole's vision is so good. That was L.J. Pryor hunting a foul. He didn't get it.
Also with a nice give, too. Cushion that drive. Nice pass.
Mitchell the line. Iguodaro the stop.
Interesting. The bigs didn't recover, but the guards have to help until they get back down the floor.
How many times did Shaka Smart use the word aggressive and shoot around?
He knows the nature of this Baylor team, too. They are gamers. They will 10-second violation with the press. Gets the house in it a little bit, too, huh?
That's exactly what Shaka wanted out of 2 possessions.
Absolutely. They do it full court, three-quarter court, but how about this little freeze the D, get the puppies organized, it's chilly, not for the little guy, big-time bag, also Iguodaro.
And Scott Drew, when he arrived at Baylor, it was a big mess that he had to clean up, and he ends up with 402 career wins to this day. 3 straight Big 12 Coach of the Year awards. Not many people have won 3 straight Coach of the Year awards and 10 NCAA tournaments.
It's incredible what he's been able to do. Chris, it's a basketball family. We know that.
Yeah.
Dad, Homer, and Chris' brother Bryce still cranking them out there in Phoenix. It's just so impressive knowing what it was like when he walked into that building. Outstanding job. And he's changed a lot of things, too. Used to be a zone, then a matchup zone. He still uses it, but now he's become more man-to-man, more influenced by the three-point shot, obviously, and the ball screen.
He is as positive of a person as you're going to be around.
You could learn a lot from him.
Thank you. Yeah, well.
No, he is. He's uplifting.
I just had to fight my urge to say something terrible and prove your point. But you know what? I'm better than that.
I know you are.
We're learning.
You've got a lot of style. But Shaka's the same way, don't you think? In his teaching, very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaka is a very detail-oriented shoot-around runner. That is for sure.
Nice give back.
That is a jumper for Prosper to give Marquette the lead.
And Tyler with a nice give back. Once again, three-quarter. Going to stick with this until you got to go over the top somehow. There you go. 2-on-1 or 2, almost a fast break. Should have got more out of it.
Yeah, they had a chance at the rim. The juggle led to a half-court possession. And we have an illegal screen against Baylor and Ojan Luna.
Love on the floor now. Great credentials coming in, fighting through injuries. Another one of their outside guys who can knock shots down, but just getting hung up. Prosper going over the top. They're trying to defeat that ball screen. And we'll see that they'll jump to it.
Exactly what they were talking about in shoot-around. Here is Kolek. Iguodaro couldn't put the screen down.
Nice give.
Oh, a pretty fine on the reverse for Iguodaro.
He's got eyes, and he's unselfish. Tyler for the money.
His vision is exceptional.
It's incredible. It's a feel almost Jason Kidd-like. How about that?
Oh, that's a good comparison.
Not that level, obviously, but just really looks for his teammates first.
I think we should just assume not that level. Everybody has to say that.
That's
their
true.
comparisons.
I'm apologizing.
That's off the window for Ojan Wuna. No apologizing. Okay.
Ojan Wuna.
Yeah.
You've been working hard all day. We always have a big on the floor.
Kolek skirting.
Scoop to the hoop. Boy, going to his dominant hand. He's got the ability to use that right hand as well, but he's clever, has a good feel, and a high forehead kiss delivery. No way the big fella's going to get this. Big time smooch.
How about the open mouth as he's driving, too? I mean, he just looks like a gamer as he's going to the rim.
He does. He's very confident, but he's also looking to see if somebody helps and he can slip a pass to somebody. Shot about 35%. And Mason prior to coming in here, so he's looking for his shot just a little bit more. That's going to make him a more effective passer, too.
Yeah, I mean, the 28% from three last year is not what they expect for his career here at Marquette.
No, not at all. We got Jones on the floor. Now, this kid can get into people. Really solid defender. Sean gets down in a stance and stays there.
Freshman out of the state of Ohio in for Marquette. Chase Ross as well, the freshman who started talking to Shaka Smart when that staff was at Texas.
And he's got Bonner. A nice drive. Didn't finish, though.
Warner got a hand on him. There's Jones with a rebound. Marquette's made 5 straight field goals.
Tyler's trying to get the ball over to this side of the floor so he can make something happen.
Prosper.
Nice spin.
Got there to score.
And that's what makes it tough. They don't have a center, but he's back to the basket. Clear out. Really good, solid dribble drive.
Marquette's pressure has changed the timbre of this game.
Speed them up a little bit. This is an outstanding half-court team, but gave it up too early. The back cut by Loner. And Bonner got caught a little bit. How about this? Not giving up on the dribble. Little gap help, then the spin out. You got to give ground. Not good defense there by Famba. Pretty good start here by Marquette.
As good as you can ask for if you're Shaka Smart. Led to a Baylor timeout, so it's Marquette by 7. Look, this is a big week for these two teams. They play for just the 3rd time ever. Baylor plays Gonzaga Friday. Marquette plays Wisconsin Saturday. It was all the way back in 1998 and 1999. It was a Ben Wardle 3 that sent it to overtime in 99, but Baylor got the victory by 4.
And you were probably graduated from grade school at that point in your life.
You know what? You're assuming that I did graduate from grade school.
Well, maybe you were in grade school.
You'll learn the error of your ways.
You know, both coaches love these kind of games. And you learn from them. If you win, obviously, it's quite a bonus, as we've talked about in the open, as a resume builder. But it's also a great teaching platform for them. Establish kind of this is our system, it works, you'll be confident. Learn from it. Mike Broker, assistant AD, affectionately known as John Wooden in the background there. Actually, very knowledgeable basketball guy. We'll give him
What about Scott Kuykendall? Talking about
Scott's along for the ride. I mean, I have no idea what he does, what his function is in this program, but
he sits next to Broker.
Well, he gets his tea and coffee at the proper time, maybe.
Okay.
The SID.
Tremendous SID here at Marquette, Scott Kuykendall. It's a 14-2 run for Marquette. This is Prosper.
I love the call by Shaka. One-on-one clear out, overload right. Prosper. Immediate impact. Just seeking the proper matchup. They love to weave and get a ball screen at the nice deflection here by Joplin. And going the other way.
Beautiful reach by Joplin, and Shaka Smart, who totals up deflection, is going to be real happy with that.
They're piling up quickly. I love with the little reach in here, but I like the poke away. Joplin very alert. They do a wonderful job sniffing, being in the right spot, helping their partner out.
Prosper may have been watching the World Cup with that fall to the ground there.
Ooh, how about the U.S.?
How about it?
That was a lot of fun watching it.
I didn't know you were that big of a soccer fan. You were into it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Those kids.
Another three for Marquette. Prosper has 10.
NBA Global, huh? And extend the floor a little bit still. Two, now, little drag. See if they run and jump.
Another takeaway. It's Jones. To the rim. Jones, and this place is up for grabs.
How quick is he? Incredible speed. You mentioned the deflections. That's what Shaka's built his reputation, his career on. Defensive end of the game, give him some offense. How about this? A little blow by the kick. Prosper getting them organized. A little nylon from the corner. And the ability from defense to offense. Speed personified Jones.
There's only one. And Olivier Maxence Prosper has been outstanding for Marquette so far.
He may be the only one. Max just doing a lot of nice things. The ability to make some shots, go up with a nice little setup, a little slap back. And also the understanding of the dribble drive. Stand them up, blow by. Didn't give much ground, so you got to release a little bit. Dribble drive. Schultz electrified with that speed. And Prosper continues his really fine play. I love his defense, his energy, and now contributing solidly on the offensive end.
You know, you mentioned it earlier, but the NBA Global Academy, it feels like every time we're at a game, there are one or two guys from that building program.
We met Greg Colucci and Brian Cardinal, if you remember, at Purdue.
Yep.
That's part of that. You know, PJ Colissimo's involved in that, too. Is
it really?
So these players have overcome a terrific obstacle. Sometimes insurmountable, but they've done it.
That's just your check to see if PJ's watching the game tonight.
Another deflection with the big hands. Prosper.
And Jones went to the ground. He blew a tire, but he ended up with the ball anyway. This looks a little bit like VCU, doesn't it?
Very much so.
There's Cam Jones whirling into the lane. He met a double team, and off the tip, 7 to shoot. It's a block call against Baylor in the second on Bridges.
You notice the seamless positionless offense right now by Marquette. They're having problems just containing the dribble of Shaka's guys.
Yeah, and Shaka Smart mentioned that. He said to his guys, on this roster, everybody should be able to guard everyone. That's part of the point of the way we built our roster, and so we see it on the offense.
Well, the help side defense, occasionally switching when necessary. Then they go one guy bigger with Oso on the ball screen out top. Oh, you got to play this kid better. Joplin able to get that wide open shot. He can generally convert.
He's a 42% three-point shooter, the sophomore from here in Milwaukee. Now can Baylor score? It's another knockaway.
Hold on, he can get up.
Chase Ross with the hammer.
Woo! All set up by the D. But this building is alive.
$14 points off turnovers, and Baylor looks lost offensively. And finally, Keontae George with his first bucket.
He's not lost out there, that kid. Nice little dribble drive.
The highest ranked recruit in Baylor history, Keontae George.
And a ton of pro scouts here to look at him. Sad to say, in a way, we know it may be a one and done.
That's why you enjoy it while he's here, however long he's here.
And Joplin's got to improve with this dribble drive because we know he can make the three.
He did right there. He improved right before your eyes.
Absolutely. Woo. Flagler.
4-3, and that's good.
You can't gamble on him. It makes you pay.
He came in 54% from three.
Amazing. Well, these guys, they've been through the wars, too. They'll hang around. They'll get their game going a little bit.
So dangerous from three as a comeback team halfway through this first half. Jones gave up that three.
Look at this kid get in the lane and stop and not charge.
Joplin goes a three. Man, he just tunneled in.
Absolutely. They worked hard on jump stopping with 2 feet and reversing out or kicking to the corner.
Look how engaged Marquette is defensively. Flagler, though, got away from it, missed the three, and we're going to get over the back on Loner.
Was some pretty solid basketball by Marquette. Just in the right spot. Defense has been extraordinary, no question. Big time hammer, as you alluded to. And watch this stop. A lot of guys would have bowled over, get them organized. Nyla, number 23.
Yeah, how do you do that? That is so unnatural to stop like that.
Well, practice is a good start, obviously, and body control, which, you know, certainly some guys have better than others, obviously.
Was that a shot at me?
No. Misdirected if it was.
Jones on the spin. That was lethal.
Well, they can take you one-on-one. Individual D is imperative against this team.
Marquette scored 55 points against Mississippi State in a full game. They have 32 early against Baylor. This three won't fall for Cryer.
Nice play.
Yeah, it was a really nice check.
Gold playing Redoso, playing bigger. Love to see that kid get on track because he can shoot deep, can go without it. Nice hesitation.
Jones, no, it just trickled off the rim in time for Iguodaro.
Just in the right spots. Soft shots have good results. Typical.
Did you see this coming tonight?
Not at all. Baylor will show some poise, though. Too well coached.
It may come, but it's not here yet. The first true road game for Baylor, not going so hot.
Absolutely. Finding out what you're made of, but this Marquette job, the dribble drive, the kicks on occasion, soft death delivery. There's the southpaw. Big time.
Under 8 in the first half, here inside the huddle, Shaka Smart.
You gotta punish and rebound with this group. Now, they're going heads up. That's a flat, high pick and roll. Scream out weak, it's loud in here. We gotta be at the level of the screen. In a stance. In a stance. Just impact the guy, okay? Impact the guy.
In a stance. Be in a stance.
Worried about that high ball screen, as everybody does, but it's all about their ability to disrupt, speed you up. Talk about deflections every time you do their game. His magic number is 32. My magic number is about midnight. I just want to throw that out. But they've been magnificent on the defensive end.
Is it okay if I take the over?
I think you might win. Here or Vegas.
Yeah.
But they are on top of their game.
6 wins against ranked teams last year, and obviously a different collection of people here at Marquette. They've lost a little bit, but man, some holdovers, including Kolek and Iguodaro.
Here's the danger. The little matchup with that full court zone. They go right back. No, here's the matchup. 1-1-3.
You like it? Just something different?
I think he's got to shake it up a little bit. I don't like it right now. About Baylor. I think he might stick with it, though. He's a tough shot maker, though.
Ben Gold
This
has
match
come
here.
in. Yep, George flies by him, and nice recovery, but we do get a whistle against Marquette.
Underneath, it might be Jones, yeah. Nice play by Gold.
His parents are here?
They are ready on defensive end. Excuse me?
I was saying Ben Gold's parents are here watching him.
That's all the way from New Zealand,
Yeah.
huh? Of course, they were courtside today watching him perform. Big upside in this kid's game. I know he's not knocking the threes down, but the rotation's good. Big step up, too, for him.
Another guy from the NBA Global Academy is George. Misses the free throw. He's been very good from the line so far this year. 13 for 17 now.
Well, he jumps right out when you watch their games.
What do you like most?
I like his passing the most, believe it or not.
Really?
And I also like his ability to use both hands, getting to the rim. And defensively, he's picked up charges. That old pal Fran Fraschilla has had a few of his games and just is astounded at his play.
Tremendous analyst, Fran Fraschilla, by the way. Kolek working hard, trying to get away from Flagler. Now he's got George.
There's the max up there, pointing. Nice pass, nice position. How about that?
Nice.
They were talking about getting to the spot for the proper pass and having options. Go.
There's that head tap Shaka Smart was talking about, the high ball screen.
Here's the horn set, and they'll roll one. They don't have that inside game unless it's from the dribble. Down to 10. Nice pass.
George, the cut to score.
How about the communication skills? Love. Delivery.
Langston Love, the find there, the freshman to his classmate. Mitchell finds himself open and hit the front iron. It's an offensive rebound.
A dangerous kick out. That was deep.
Might not need that.
And plenty of full clock.
Bodies everywhere. George in a scramble, and he is fouled. It's a block call against Marquette.
They're doing the same thing now, keeping the bigs outside, and letting the handlers get to the lane and hopefully to the free throw line. And not much room here. He's strong too. Big Josh back to Ojan Wuna. He and Thama rotating. Nothing's out, right? Chamwa
Chachua. I was distracted. The crowd is into mulch here. I don't know if you heard. They were chanting something about mulch, I believe.
You pick everything up.
Yeah, I don't want to pick that up. There's a three from the wing for Love, and it rolls in.
Well, it gets the proper bounce. Affectionate bounce for Love. Good minutes for goal here, though. Good learning process. Probably becoming out also at the scorer's table.
Moving down to 5 minutes here in the first. Kolek trying to carve back into the lane.
He's great with that kick weak side. A little nickel dimer by Love.
This looked like a rubber Super Bowl bouncing around the house.
This local, these are your home rims when it happens this nicely, though. But good shooters, good things happen to them.
You think the rim might have thought it was a Bucks shooter and reacted poorly?
I'm thinking of Don Nelson with the Celtics when he made that jumper that went straight up in the air and down. I think beat the Lakers.
Your file of plays is a pretty expanded.
That was reminiscent, although his was in the lane, like right by the foul line. And of course, the Bucks. Don was such a great coach here. Hall of Famer.
Beautiful building here, Bob.
It is.
How about it?
Well, this place is filled, but it almost is. I would say 20. It's a great college atmosphere.
They're going to say this is deflected. Two officials, including John Higgins, saying it's deflected. And it'll be Baylor basketball. The locals are not thrilled. Marquette by 21.
We got to finish strong now for Baylor. Next 5 minutes are key to this game.
George ready to shoot, and he knocks it down.
Good start. A little overhelp. They bite.
He was waiting for that ball, ready to pull the trigger.
He's starting to show it a little bit. This is the end. I think he's improved from the beginning of the season. Look at that help.
Prosper through the double into the corner. Mitchell.
Nice play, Oso.
Little tip out, and Kolek missed the three. Prosper got overrun. They ended up with it anyway. Extra pass. Kolek on the drive and dish, and Prosper can't finish.
Oh, nice delivery. Tyler.
Oh, he took it away.
Yeah, George really overcommitted.
Prosper. No. If Baylor's going to come back and win this game, Bill, you feel like those two possessions and the empty for Marquette might be a big reason.
Well, they're going to do a good job getting back in balance. Looking to talk and help one another on the defensive end. And get something going to the rim here. Nice slip. Look at the help. What a read. Nice pass.
Cam Jones, the read, led to the breakout, and Prosper follow.
Boy, they're just out hustling Baylor right now. I don't think that happens too often, do you?
How many times has somebody said that the last 5 years?
No, I've not heard it once, but all set up by the defensive end. A lot of smiles with Marquette. A good follow. How about this half for Prosper? Oh, Max with the finish.
His first game ranked #1 since 1983. Undefeated Maryland makes life even tougher for winless Louisville. And Kentucky needed a big second half to avoid a major upset, but we may be getting one tonight in Milwaukee, Jason and Bill. We'll see you at the half.
Mike, we didn't expect this. Marquette by 20, and the defense has been impeccable.
The preparation as we were doing this at the shoot-around and practice. Look at this dive. Everybody's got eyes, 10 eyes on the ball. Of course, the run out here. And I like it also. I know he missed it, but he avoided the charge, which would have given him the second. And then the follow, the action, and right away the timeout. When you don't recognize your team, and Scott really does it right now. This is not Baylor. Just very uncomfortable. How are we going to get back in it? The speed of the game is not in their favor right now. They've got to, I think, run their half-court stuff a little now. Obviously handle this pressure and make sound passes. They really jumping passing lanes, deflecting Marquette. Really disturbing.
11 turnovers on an average of 11 and a half a game.
Here's the first little stack rubs that they've run. See if they get some inside action.
Pryor will stop and start against Prosper.
And look at the cover by Jones.
And another deflection, ending up in the backcourt with 3 to shoot. Baylor will trigger it in.
And they go over, you're right. They didn't go out in the sideline. Marquette's got to be alert here. I think they've got to pick up and challenge. Don't give him a chance at a shot. Don't let the guy dribble by you, though, or pass to the foul area.
Well, if any family's equipped for this, it's the Drew family. Pryor missed it.
The old hook and ladder for Bryce.
Yeah, right? One of the great plays of all time.
Yeah, it's played every year. So this kid could put you on. Look at, he could have gone closer over the top.
Yeah, he didn't need to either.
Right.
That's his second. Igodaro.
I think your worst nightmare defensively is when the coach says you're playing Sean Jones.
Right.
Get the ankles taped. It'll be a tough night.
He gets so low to the ground, and when you talk to football players, defenders, they say we lose a guy like that, like a running back like Maurice Jones-Drew. I feel like as a big guy, you might lose him in the lane.
Joe Morris with the Giants.
Great one.
Same, a great Syracuse runner. Same idea. He is quick, great anticipator.
Big 3 minutes here for Baylor. Try and cut into this lead. George just fell. Wow. Yep, turnover.
Well, they rushed. Is he okay?
Let's see.
Just lost his breath. And probably upset he lost his footing as well here. Again, turning the corner. And look at that little gap defense. Little hand check. Little disruption.
What do you like most about that defensive possession there?
The little help side.
Yeah.
You stick the hand in there, pull him off a little bit. They're in the right spot, Marquette, frequently.
On help, especially, right?
On this end, they really did some great individual plays. Very seldom at the ball screen, playing real small now, as is Baylor. Loner is the 5-man.
Kolek on the drive, into the lane. He knew Prosper was there, got 3 to shoot. Prosper skids to a stop, fades away, Drew iron, and the rebound swatted and available, and finally picked up by Flagler. Pryor finally transition here for Baylor.
Tyler just couldn't get a spot and turn him around, but valuing the basketball so important. Look at those numbers.
Wow. I mean, 13 turnovers for Baylor. And I wouldn't say Scott Drew was worried about the first true road game, but it was top of mind for him.
Absolutely. And they turned people over 18 times, and they've had their problems at that end. A lot of easy. Look at this pass. Leading to the goal. Give it up.
Jones does it himself.
So that's kept him honest, though. His partner, Jones, running the floor.
His high school team in 3 years was 71-8 with him as the captain.
Ooh, another turnover.
Wow.
And all because they're speeding them up. Uncomfortable. Early attack, not running any of their sets.
That's the 15th turnover. You ever roll a ball of yarn down a staircase?
No,
That's what this looks like.
we couldn't afford a ball of yarn.
So you couldn't spare one to see it unravel. Yeah.
It's been a problem.
And they're going to get an offensive foul against Ross to actually stop the Baylor break.
And it helped. It really helped Marquette.
Offensive foul on Marquette, number 5, Chase Ross, first personal, 16 foul.
They got to toughen up on the defensive end.
That's a good call, right?
Yeah, I can't argue with it.
He created the contact. It's weird. It's a 22-point game. I don't know about you. I don't feel like Baylor's out of this.
Oh, they've got so many weapons. See if they get back to that high ball screen. You got to get between the cracks and find people. They haven't been able to do that of late.
Oh, he just turned it aside for George.
Ooh, tough shot.
Really tough, and he missed it for 3. Offensive rebound for Bonner.
Oh, not a good play here, boy. He had a little floater. A big guy, you got to lob it.
So, okay, you got a bunch of seniors, juniors on this team. How do you calm this down if you're Scott Drew?
They used the timeouts. I think they just got to get the halftime and just a little skull session.
Yeah.
And get the guards a little more organized, a little more thorough in their approach. On the fly now, they've made more mistakes than you're accustomed to.
Really sped up so far tonight. This is deflected out of bounds. 9 to shoot for Marquette.
Now finish on a positive note here. Shock to call a timeout, get his guys organized, get a good look at 9.
Again, Baylor for the season, 11.5 turnovers a game, and they have just rocketed through that.
And they've led to open floor opportunities. That's being bigger too. Anything, hands up, just stripping that every opportunity, getting some, and nobody home at the other end because of it. Certain air, those live ball turnovers. Now that'd be avoiding of the charge there by Oso, and all of a sudden, not enough green shirts in the picture.
Earlier today, Shaka Smart was talking to us about how Baylor, with its experience, is so good at finding those little moments of fatigue, right, when you give up your technique. Today, Marquette has preyed on that for Baylor.
Mental fatigue is another aspect too. Physical is one, and right now mentally they're on shaky ground, Baylor. Don't you feel that way?
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think it's all because they can't get anything done on the other end, giving up easy baskets. The deficit is larger than they would have imagined coming in here. But the preparation of Marquette's been extraordinary.
The thing about it, we just saw it, when Baylor's getting shots, they're actually pretty good shots.
Again, playing real small with Lohner.
Into the corner, Joplin pulls it down.
Just unbelievable. Kolek finds and delivers. Icing at one side. Nice cut by Lohner.
And he scores.
Nice look, too, by Bonner. They got to ride that. They're going to stop here and win with some confidence, or at least their heads up a little bit.
Well, just the feeling that they can get to the rim, right?
That open middle, the position is at their end as well. Both teams playing really small.
Jones wants a 3. He takes it, and he rips it.
Wow. What a killer. Got to play to the end.
Flagler to heave, and Marquette is absolutely swarming the number 6 team in the country.
I'm shocked. Totally shocked. As is Baylor. They're not themselves. Not deploying properly, not guarding well, not valuing the basketball. Woo! Marquette tough.
Man, 24 points off turnovers. Baylor has 25 total. Mike and Jim have the Jeep halftime report after this break. Wow. Outstanding, turning it into offense all night long so far. 51-25, the Golden Eagles over number 6 Baylor here in Milwaukee. just as we expected. Marquette by 26.
You know, our parents probably said this to both of us, be yourself.
Yeah.
Baylor's not themselves. And attributable to Marquette, the aggressive defense and being in the right spot, getting right in, but turning the ball over at a rapid rate. That's not characteristic of Baylor basketball.
How do you do this? How do you fix it?
I think you just got to get some composure. They've been down the road, these guards. Run your offense. Get it over the timeline if you've got a good one, fine. If not, run some half-court action. They have not been able, because of the great coverage, Jones slipped in there. Just great preparation. And with this kid, they talked about his ability to get to the rim or get to the lane and kick it. But look at those numbers. I mean, it's difficult, disturbing. If you're Baylor or Baylor fan, that's not them at all.
First half stats sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. 24 points off turnover. 24-0 is not where you want to be. This is the largest halftime deficit for Baylor since they were down 29 at Wichita State. The only guy on the roster that played in that game is Flo Thamba. He only played 5 minutes. They came back within 8, though, in that game.
That is their 1-1-3, which ends up morphing into your matchup. Now they follow. They cut through this trip. It starts on this end.
Yep. Iguodaro, tough pass. Kolek collects it. Mitchell for Kolek, and a whistle and a charge called by Raina Tilly on Stevie Mitchell.
Yeah, just didn't jump stop on the pass. Little dribble drive again. They just get in the cracks and do so many good things. You just can't jump in the air. It's a well-coached Baylor team.
There's that pressure from Marquette again.
Yeah. Now, what do you do once you get over it? Settle. Nothing easy. And now run your action.
Mitchell is right in L.J. Cryer's pocket. He turns the corner on him and scores.
They ran something. Piece by piece. Now you get in the stance here and guard.
Off the spin.
Prosper
got it and a foul.
And once again, the ability to roam in that lane. Also, Iguodaro so good at creating space and giving an opportunity. He vacates, and look at his drop step. Boy, Prosper is showing some game tonight. So many aspects of the game with the dribble drive, jumper in the corner. Great impact.
I mean, he has been outstanding. 14 points on an average of 13 already.
One of the many kids from Canada that have had an impact in college basketball.
From Quebec in Montreal.
The first I remember, Leo Rounds.
Yeah.
Going way back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bayheim was always ahead of his time. Tough shot here.
L.J. Cryer sinks the three.
Well, I don't know how he saw the rim, but Iguodaro right there, a little bit large.
Baylor is a great shooting team. They're top 35 in the country from three, nearly 39%. They can score fast. Iguodaro fouled by Thamba.
You he's playing a guy that handles the ball well, and if he starts sniffing and helping, terrific passer.
Iguodaro comes out. Thamba's been everywhere, by the way. He's originally from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, grew up in South Africa, lived in England and France. Kolek's wide open. There is nobody within his world at all.
And he is not even thinking. He's got an open shot, knocking it down. Boy, they distribute the ball weak side. That skip pass extraordinarily well. Nice cut.
Beautiful cut. Bridges the finish. He was in foul trouble in the first half.
He did. He had a couple of games where like 9 points, a few games. He can help this team. He's got to make his threes. Good free throw shooter.
Cam Jones saw that floater the whole way, and we're going to get a foul called against Flagler.
And did you see that attention? Prosper on the weak side, ready to rebound.
They're going to get Thamba on the foul. That's his third.
They're in trouble up front.
Yeah. And you mentioned Chama Chachua with just that garish injury he had last year. Is still trying to recover from that. No real timetable yet.
He just brings so much spirit and enthusiasm.
Speaking of that, you mentioned Prosper. Anybody, as you watch him on tape and in person, that he reminds you of a little bit, Omax Prosper?
As his shooting improves, goodness, that's a tough one. I love his energy, and I'm astounded at his defensive end of the game. I really haven't put him in the category with anybody.
That's kind of why I asked, because he's...
I was thinking of a Klay Thompson, but he doesn't shoot like Klay did in college.
Yeah.
Later on, it was the NBA. I'll work on that. I'll let you know.
Well, he fills so many categories. That's why I was wondering where you go with that.
A Stevie Thompson, maybe?
Oh, I like that. Cryer
like that
too. And there's Flagler.
They got some semblance of order right now. This is where they got to tee it up.
Iguodaro directing traffic into the lane off the clear out.
He can elevate now with his size.
Joplin.
Good ball movement.
Prosper to his right hand.
The closeout is one thing. You do that well. The rest is you got to move the puppies, get in position. You think with a dribble drive.
He just battered himself through that screen, by the way. Into the lane, it's Cryer, and there, Baylor has it deflected.
Was so alive tonight. Just extraordinary. All ends of the floor, and that closeout just cost them, though. Big fella, Ojan Wuna. The blow by. The other end, Iguodaro does so many things for this team. Nice rebound.
Cryer left it short on the three, and this will stay with Baylor. And Baylor's getting good shots in general.
Because the press hasn't been as tenacious. Good running of the out-of-bounds play. These guys can fill it up.
Yeah, LJ Cryer has 3 makes already in the second half. Baylor down 24.
And 37% three-point shooter as well. Nice cut. Oh, take it.
Oh, didn't want to take it. See if they can get a better shot than that on this possession. Now he's going to attack. Kolek rides it into the lane. On the kick. And it goes down.
Well, Kolek is so good finding people in the opposite corner. You really can't help off the opposite corner because of that skip pass.
And Joplin pays it off. Marquette perfect. 4 for 4 in the half.
Nice cut again.
Oh, Bridges wiped away by Cam Jones, and that does fall down on the follow for Bridges.
Well, they're starting to show some signs on the offensive end. Struggling at this end.
Can they get a stop? They haven't really had one.
Match
Here in the second half. There it is. Cryer takes it away.
Look at his speed.
Right down the middle. LJ Cryer for 2.
Boy, he's showing you some game there. These kids have a lot of pride.
You see the passion he's got in the second half.
You're right about stringing the D together. Again.
Iguodaro, the weak side kick. That time, and Prosper sinks another one.
Oh, Chaka with the quick timeout, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Boy, getting a piece of that 3-second lane. Woo! Does so good with their fine. Get them organized. Why not load them up with some nylon from deep? Little slip pass. The defense collapses. Boy, they make you pay mightily. Stringing them together big time. And right now, I vote for Prosper.
The Heisman.
Not the Heisman for this game, though. He has been sensational.
I thought you were going to say he's played well enough to get a Heisman vote off today because he has played that well.
He has been extraordinary. Again, running their stuff. A little more definitive. Nice hand.
The lane had it knocked away.
Tyler always in the mix.
Joplin crowded out.
Nice double. Well, I thought he meant double dribble.
Yeah, he kind of got caught in between pass and dribble, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's going to be Baylor ball off the held ball. We'll step aside. All Marquette in Milwaukee tonight.
Modern number 24.
Yeah, shirts
Great
everywhere.
tradition.
What was he like for folks who never got a chance to meet him?
You know, he was undersized, but could bully ball at 6'3", 6'4", a lot of strength, mid-game. The three-point shot then, obviously, it didn't have it, but the range was a little closer in.
He left Marquette as the leading scorer in this school's history. Is that second chance won't go for Baylor, and the Golden Eagles have the ball.
And he could play for Al, which was a treat.
I wish I would have met Al.
He was something special. Obviously, God bless him.
This Marquette program trying to get back to the NCAA tournament. They ran into that North Carolina buzzsaw last year in the tournament.
He looked so comfortable in that 3-second lane.
Joplin was open, and then he got bumped and fouled by George.
He kept the feet in, at least from my vantage point. Perhaps looking for that too when you extend the foot on the jump shot. That's sort of a normal, Andy. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, he kicked it a little bit, but not that dramatic stuff they're looking for.
Big, strong kid. I think when he learns to drive the ball, or selectively drive it, I should say, he knows how to do it. Matching up with that ability to make deep shots, he's going to be a tough out.
Just putting it on tape, basically, right, for the defense to be aware of it?
Right, exactly. Something else to worry. A little bit of a matchup problem. It's not a big team, but they play bigger than their size. They check out, they're in the right spot. Step to the rebounds.
Yeah, Gold is the tallest guy. He's 6'11". Everybody else is 6'9" or less.
Right.
But that's, as Shaka Smart said earlier today, that's kind of how they built this roster.
It gives you like that NBA look, doesn't it, when you watch them? You know, 4 around 1 or 5 out totally. Iguodaro is so fluid, but his mobility.
Yeah, he's out high defending George here.
And nothing inside whatsoever. Not a catch. It's the only way they've gotten inside. What a play that was, huh?
Wow.
Did he show you something with that drop step spin delivery?
I mean, that was a setup for a freshman to get to that spin move. Beautiful for George. And Jones just slammed on the brakes. Man. Kolek got caught in midair. Oh, punch out. Iguodaro. Looked like a soccer goalie to start this thing. Joplin looked like he walked, and he knocks down a 2.
Great presence of mind, but he did keep that tippy toe on the ground where they are passing up shots for better ones. Pretty impressive. Watch the gap defense if they help. It's not just one guy guarding them.
Yeah, there's the help from Iguodaro against George.
Tough shot.
Had to shoot over him.
Look at this rebound.
Defense, huh, from Iguodaro. And taken away by George off that spin again, and he puts it in.
Yeah, that's their game, too. They got to turn him over. They don't get back.
No, Jones to the rim, left it short.
Kolek sees the floor, though, doesn't he?
I mean, he is always scanning, huh? Pryor just trying to ram down the lane, do it all by himself. That's no good. Kolek got it away from Bamba.
Yeah, they won't be in much of a hurry unless a good one prevails.
Kolek up top through Ross. Jones declined on the shot halfway through the shot clock. It's Kolek on the kick to almost you.
I never get it in the shooting area or the shooting pocket, though.
Well, you were in the pocket. It was just a different pocket.
I was in the pocket last night. I didn't see you go in there at all.
Of audacity.
Coaches hate when they can complain about something. I've had a lot of audacity in my time, but they have played well. They don't want to get sloppy, and conversely, Baylor, this is now, maybe you cannot win, but you get back to playing Baylor basketball.
Well, and they have Gonzaga on the horizon on Friday, so it's not like it's going to get any easier for Baylor. It's a big week, as that jumper won't go down to the corner for Love.
Shaka's really rotated guys well. Jones has been out quite a spell. Tough shot.
Didn't draw anything, and now Baylor a rare transition opportunity tonight with Flagler on the pitch ahead. Bridges, no sir. Offensive rebound, Love.
But he had Love on the wing too for the layup, but that's how the game has changed.
Love on the wing. Sounds.
Love is in the air.
Yes. Everywhere we look around.
Nice ball.
Oh, the look away and the miss for Ross.
Pretty. He is so effective facing the hoop.
He plays positionless basketball.
He does
Very well.
A little foul here, a little nickel dimer.
So look, Marquette playing here at home, and this is a big building, but you said it, there are a lot of fans here. 12 straight in the win column at home.
Pretty impressive. This crowd was ready tonight too. They wanted to see some good basketball. Not very many close games, winning by 15 points.
This is part of the Deer District in downtown Milwaukee, with the Bucks playing here.
Well, speaking of Deer, I used to, when I was coaching at Seton Hall, my athletic director, Richie Regan, would come in just before the game, and I'd say, is there much of a crowd? He'd say, Deer. What it meant was you could shoot deer. There's nobody.
That's a different kind of deer.
Exactly.
There.
It's not an affectionate deer.
What is the smallest crowd you ever played in front of?
We had the little building which Jim Boeheim hated, Walsh Auditorium.
Yeah, Walsh, yeah.
It's easy to get Jim not to like something.
Well, you were just so kind to him in the first half.
Well, I got to balance it out.
Even it out.
But we get about, I think we should get about 3,200 if the fire marshal was in a good mood.
Well, Marquette played that home game at the Al McGuire Center a couple weeks ago, and that was crazy town.
Who would want to go there and play, huh?
No.
Nice hands.
Punched away by Love. 10.5 to go. Marquette by 23. And look, that's 50 of them for those three.
Pretty effective. Everybody that's come in has played good basketball, though.
Yeah.
It's not just maybe they didn't score, but ran the show. Tyler back in now to run the point.
And it feels like everybody's plus minus is pretty good, too, in terms of team defense.
I would agree. But they have 2-point mentalities. The one that just made it, and, of course, this guy, Iguodala, who's a recipient. But both of them make plays.
25 the lead. Flagler cans a three.
And they talked about that. You pick them up at half court.
Well, and that type of shot is why Baylor is scary. It doesn't look like there's enough time tonight, but you never know.
Absolutely. Just keep plugging away. Tie a couple of defensive trips together. They trapped a little in these corners. Too many people closed out.
Oh, Prosper will duck in.
Oh, he had choices too. Layup or Oso.
Would you watch a game show called Layup or Oso?
I may later.
Love hangs and scores.
I'm mixing it up a little bit. Again, nobody back.
Oh, Prosper, a hard charge to the rim and a foul.
Was hurt too.
He was not to be stopped.
Is that Ojon wounded down there?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Could have given the ball up too, by the way. If you look at that film.
Yeah,
but he was bent on bringing the house down.
Yeah, he was trying to get that thing laminated, I think.
Montreal.
You been?
Yes, years ago. Beautiful town.
Go watch the Expos, or what were you doing there?
No, just like a family trip. Actually, my cousin was going to Vietnam, and we took a trip up there with him before he went. Thank God he did return. Served our country.
How about that?
It was quite a while ago. Some sad days in our lives.
Oh, my goodness. Second free throw is good for Prosper.
Shaka now trying to keep the energy up now, extending the floor.
And he said in the huddle, win this round. He's playing in segments here to keep morale high.
Everything's off the dribble. It's just no back to the basket goals, no easy goals. Puts a lot of stress on that deep jumper. But it's done miracles for Scott and his program.
He feels like he's got 5 guys on his team who are going to shoot or could shoot 40% from 3 or better.
Pretty impressive. How do you stay in front of these guys, too?
Kolic's doing it again. Love it, just punched away by Iguodala.
Well, he is such a presence. So valuable. A lot of ways of winning, right? Doesn't have to be a 7-footer.
I mean, watching them, it's not
He can shoot
immediately
it.
clear as gold. Rings it up for 3.
Mom and Dad in the house someplace enjoying it. Maybe a coming out party for this kid.
Yeah, cool moment for him on a Wellington, New Zealand. That 3 goes.
Look at that range. That is utterly incredible.
Flagler knocks down another. Now Gold wants to get to the rim. He's going to get to the rim.
How about the footwork? The kiss. Pure gold.
He was struggling with his shot, as you said, a little bit, and some confidence building right now for Gold.
Well, no question about it. Prosper with the giveaway, but Gold just showing us his valuable contributions here. Yeah, boy, that really helps the cause up front. Foul situations, playing the 2 of them together. Long way from home.
Oh, yeah. Wellington,
But
New Zealand.
feeling good.
He clearly, I mean, you know, when you get to see your parents and they're not here all the time, it's a different feeling.
Kirk Penny's one of the Wisconsin greats that I got to know. Played the NBA for a while at the Miami Heat.
Mitchell up ahead. A little hesitation. And they'll get it out top. I was just going to say when Gold made that 3, it's not always abundantly clear who's playing what position from Marquette. That looks like an asset.
No question. And it opens up the ability to get in that lane. And if you overhelp like that, down to 5.
It's Ross, and he missed it.
Not the match he wants.
Oh, and Gold got a piece.
Pretty. But he could have done more.
Cryer.
Yeah, don't you sort of settle?
He just wants to do something for this team that has struggled all night. Iguodala over the shoulder.
So impressive.
Hundreds in reach. Rescued by Cryer and a foul.
But this crowd is having a ball, and so is Mr. Gold. Goodness. I like jewelry, but I like gold.
It makes a night. It makes a life.
It brings people together. And we were watching that soccer match today.
Yeah.
And kids were banging one another. And we know there's some strife and conflict between countries. And they were helping one another out. The kids from Iran and the Americans. It was like athletics as a way of just bringing people together.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? The United States with the victory today, and they will play the Netherlands on Saturday morning in the round of 16. How about Christian Pulisic giving up his entire
How
body?
about that? I hope he's okay.
Man.
Boy, good for him. I mean, he's done everything. Now he's added the goal. Little matchup here again.
Kolic's got so many arm angles on his passes.
Well, good teams get it back to the point guard, and that's what they've done beautifully when they've had to.
Mitchell had a dangle off. Rebound taken away by Bridges. George on the gas pedal. Oh, couldn't get it around Iguodala to score.
He's sat for quite a while, George, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's back on the floor now.
12 total, 4 in the second half.
Boy, they cover the corner as well as anybody. They always got somebody spotted up. Nice outlet. Look at these passes. Extra look. Money.
That was Silver.
tarnished.
Yeah. He's had a great night, though, Gold. George ready to shoot, always ready to shoot, missed the three. Rebound, Mitchell took it away from Bamba.
He plays with a lot of spirit, too. A little bit, I mentioned to you, Kobe Jones, a little shorter, maybe not the offensive rebounder, but so many things he does well. Again, everybody in the right location.
Not rushing a shot.
Yeah, tough luck.
Real tough on the cross lane pass.
Now he thinks he's Oso Ighodaro making plays.
Would you blame him? I mean,
No.
he has played that couple minute stretch. You have to believe Shaka Smart is proud of that kid.
Well, if you're guarding him Oso every day, you learn, you pick up tricks and realize the importance of seeing others and giving it up. Getting back to that Horns look, they only used it once or twice in that first half. Look at the mismatch in the low post. But again, that's not their game.
No, Mitchell fighting with Thamba as that goes down for Cryer. Big second half for LJ Cryer.
Now they've got game, those kids. Just maybe a little shell shock.
Yeah, it happened fast. I mean, it was a 21-2 run, and this is tipped by George. The big run in the first half, and Baylor never recovered.
No, they didn't. They're just not out of sorts totally.
I mean, Marquette at one point made 16 out of 18 shots.
Again, turnovers leading to baskets too. I mean, just so detrimental in your balance.
What do you think Scott Drew's thinking over there on that bench?
I'm not sure. I know what I'd be thinking. Well, what establishment is open?
Ighodaro, no.
He'll get it back together, though.
Oh, Jones, a turnaround check. This is a really good Baylor team.
This will be an eye-opener when people see or read about it. They're out scrapping them.
All night, huh?
Yeah. On a regular basis.
We have learned something about Marquette tonight, I feel like, huh?
I agree. They feel they're upper echelon in the Big East. He's got that shot. I like it.
Little flick there from
They picked
Ighodaro.
7th or 8th, or was it 9th?
I think it was 7th,
yeah,
if memory serves. Oh, nice pry free. Chaplin to the rim, and he puts it in.
Once again, coughing it up, paying dearly.
How about this crowd?
Yeah. They love their hoops in this town, and they love Marquette. Nice handle. Pretty.
Bridges just scooped it in.
And falling down.
It's Jalen Bridges falling down. It's a variation on a theme. Wow, this is as surprising a result as we have seen so far this year. And there have been a lot of
early season shockers.
We are Marquette echoing through 5-0 for Jones.
Line change for Baylor over there.
Oh, Thamba, that's a foul. He just chucked Prosper.
Well, he hasn't touched the ball much. Well, he touched one of the Marquette guys. Boy, devastating. Shocking.
1971. They had 3 NBA players on that Marquette team.
This is awesome, too, though, tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally amazed that this could have happened. I thought we were going to have a good game, and they just made it into a cakewalk.
Well, how about the value of defense, though, Graf?
Leading to offense.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but Shaka Smart, 3 straight years, led the country in steals per game at VCU, and this had a little chaos.
You mentioned early the first half, and that's what got them going. On defensive end.
What do you think we learned about Marquette tonight?
I think they're going to be a tough matchup because of the style. Everybody away from the hole, They used the whole floor. I just think defensively they create a lot of problems because if you overhelp, they've got deep shooters. And Kim Jones is starting tonight. I thought he took pretty good shots.
Yeah.
It's the one thing Shaka was saying to both of us, that he's got to be comfortable in the flow, know when the shot is a good shot. And we saw that at Purdue when he, inopportune moment, may have jacked one up. But I just think you've got to prepare defensively for this team. You can't cough it up. I mean, they make you pay dearly.
And they have all night long. Cam Jones 20 tonight, 12 in the first half. The crowd was chanting overrated.
Which, was that talking about the announcer?
Well, that's, I think we're properly rated.
They may know some people out in LA. We could be in trouble.
$1:45 to go here in Milwaukee. Again, big week for both these teams. Marquette plays Wisconsin on Saturday, and Baylor is going straight to Sioux Falls to play Gonzaga on Friday.
Marquette will not have the same type of game with Wisconsin. Great guards approach and the way they're playing. That'll be a tough game.
Tyler Wall.
Yeah, playing terrific.
That's going to be a foul against Baylor and Lohner. The Big East season's coming up real soon, too. I mean, Marquette opens December 16th. You talk about a great conference opener. They play Creighton here to open Big East play.
And we know how good Creighton is. It'll be a fun game. Do you have that by chance or not?
I have to check with Lisa Byington on that. I believe the great Lisa Byington will be here for that game.
Well, nice to see her. She's with the Bucks tonight.
Yeah. On a trip to New York. Well, it was just nice to have an actual good conversationalist at dinner last night. It was nice to have Lisa.
Somebody with some intelligence.
Yeah, and maybe
what they were talking about.
Yeah, get a laugh. Marquette last had 100 against Central Arkansas in 2019. Scottie Pippen was not on that team.
Well, this is not that type of team they're playing against either.
Really impressed with the crowd here tonight, too.
Very much a big influence. I mean, got the kids going, got them jacked up a little bit.
Well, it was great to share basketball with you, Father.
Yeah, that was cute. Well, folks, what we're talking about is there's a priest that's the chaplain at Marquette that people think look like me.
Yeah.
And one of the texts today, I had a dark jacket on, said, "Hello, Father." So I blessed him, and I looked for a donation.
I'd like for you to have the opportunity to get a confessional from people every once in a while. I think it would be highly entertaining. Baylor's going to lose by something like 30 tonight in Milwaukee. I mean, Marquette has played as good a basketball as you're going to see. If this score stands, it would be Baylor's worst loss since 2007 against Oklahoma. Wow. They don't lose like this.
No, they don't. Well, this guy will get it going, though. He's too good, and they're good. And here comes the scout team.
Who did yeoman's work in shoot-around earlier today.
We got Mitchell Kennedy, and they work hard, as you know. Jonah Lucas.
Caleb Kaczynski coming in as well. L.J. Cryer still shooting.
That's what he does best.
So here's Walson into the front court, and that won't go.
Do you think they expected to get in tonight?
No, they did not. No chance. Lohner, no. Follow is good.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was Love Day on the tip. So, the Marquette Golden Eagles are going to beat Baylor by 26.
Say that again.
The Marquette Golden Eagles are going to beat Baylor by 26.
Whew. What an effort. What preparation. You talk about their details and concentration at practice. Boy, it showed tonight.
This is the biggest win for Marquette